Right, in this one we're going to be looking at Evergreen Fortress, Expert Puzzle by Aquaman. First play through his level. It's more like yeah, it's kind of like a collection of different things in this one, if I remember. Right, let's go through it. So it's quite a puzzly sort of level. That's the wrong way. Oh right, I remember. Yeah, go down here. There we go. That was right. There we go. Oh god. You know what? Just try and get the damn spring. Right. And then you go back through here. Thank you, David. Oh, you... What am I doing? Right. There we go. Now, if I remember correct, you go this way. Of course that would happen. Right, so let's move on. So, this bit I did not like. I am terrible at flying, and it just seemed... I can't do it. I have one go. I ain't gonna spend... Yeah... So the idea is, as far as I can tell, you're gonna go up here, go through here, and then go up there. I think that's what you're meant to do. Or you meant to go up there? Let's have a look. Actually, I wonder if I'm going to go... Oh! I think I figured this out. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, I can't do it. It's just too high. So I don't know if that's meant to be the way to do it, then... Well, it's one of them anyway. The problem is you die down there, so then you get the P switch. I take it you hit it, you go down here, through here, jump on here, and then you come up here. Right, so I'm just skipping that bit because, frankly, it's pointless me trying. Yeah, I could be here for hours trying that and fail miserably. And you go through here. I wasn't keen on this bit just because it's really difficult to get these jumps right. Especially that first one. And this one here, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't keen on Yoshi dying there neither, actually. Yeah, so the idea here is that if Yoshi dies, you go in this one, and then basically you end up going back up here. And you have to do it again. Wasn't keen on that. Because it is difficult, you know, it's difficult to get these jumps right, and I can see people dying a couple of times and quitting. I wouldn't recommend keeping that. Make it so Yoshi, you just get him at the end, and then it's a lot easier. It's better for the player. Maybe I'm just not very good. I don't know. So anyway, you got Yoshi. I might have to, and then obviously then you come down here. So let's get a Yoshi out. Right. Go down here. This is not. I mean, pretty straightforward, isn't it? No, I don't. If I remember right, you have to come off. Yeah, that's right. Not keen on Bowser's fire, and there's a way of getting rid of that, which I have done. I don't know if it was intended. I'm not. I don't think it really. I don't think it helps level. It's just so random, you know, it kind of gets in the way really, and doesn't help it can kill you. So right, we're towards the end now, I think. So here we have a bob-omb section. Did I do that right? Oh, I think I screwed this up actually. And that's a problem actually. You shouldn't be able to get stuck. I don't know. Wait a minute. I might be able to reset it. Let's not panic yet. There we go. We got one. Not ideal, making people go back through the pipe, but oh my god. Oh fuck. No, I'm going one more go. I know I can do this. I did it the first time when I first played it. So. Right, the idea is... Yeah. Yeah, I did it. And then... Oh, I've screwed this up. Let's reset the damn thing. So, yeah, you can get stuck there then. I thought you might got away with that. Basically, you do this. I know what you do now. I get it. And that comes down. Does that. It's not... I like how it does it all, but the problem is you can get stuck. And that's never a good thing. And here... This was actually kind of... I always find it's difficult to jump on like a platform like that, but... No, I did that quite easily, so... You come across here... Right. And you do that. And then... what am I doing? And then you got to run. So you probably notice there's a lot of different ideas in here, and... I think... One too many, in my opinion. It's not that they're bad, it's just... They're so different from each other. Which means there's not much of a theme. It kind of becomes a... it's almost like you've come up with all these different ideas and sort of just chucked them in their level. Rather than take an idea and then use it to create an entire level around that idea. Right, now we're back at the start again. And then obviously you come up here. Oh, I thought I messed that up then. Go through the door. I think we're at the end now. There's a lot going on in this one. You got the big Bowser and you got a baby Bowser. But it's not as hard as you think because of the constant supply of fire flowers. I tell you what, if there wasn't a constant supply of fire flowers, this would be terrible. But it's not because of that. I've actually kept it quite similar, to be honest. Oh, I think I got rid of one baby Bowser in my version. Just so it's chaotic. Like you say, you know, when you got both Bowser, like, do you know what I mean? There's so much going on now, it's almost impossible to avoid getting hit. But it does get better when it's only just them two. Get rid of big Bowser and it'll be easier. There. Oh, I'll do it now. Yeah. And there we go. This up here was just... So, keep with the wire. Right, so, if I remember right, this was where the Yoshi was. Yeah. So when you go in here, basically, and... Over here. And you come out here. Right. So that's the level, and... it's like I say, I mean, all these different sections work. There's nothing... I mean, other than this flying section, I do not like the flying section, I'll be honest. Yeah. I'm not keen on this, and I have changed this considerably. I mean, if the idea is to go through this gap, honestly, that's incredibly difficult. So many people are going to fail that. If it is to go up here, then maybe it's a little easier than I thought. I wasn't doing it right, but I got the impression you had to go through this gap. But I think the main thing about this level was you've got so many different things, like different ideas going on. which means there's really not much of a theme, to be honest. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't get a theme with this. It's almost like a mishmash of different puzzle ideas, and yeah, so I say the ideas are okay. They're fine. Yeah, a few things could change here and there, but other than that, they are doable. It's just they don't really go well together, in my opinion. And what I've done in my version, I've tried to make a more of a theme, and I'll show you what I've done. I have kept some of the stuff, but I have got rid of some of the stuff, and it's purely just to get a theme. So we'll go on mine. I mean, oh yeah, the only there was one thing I would change is this. Um, not all of it. I mean, like if you're gonna have it, I don't know how you do it. Like I don't know, you do that. Just make it so you can actually jump over a lot easier. The same with this one here as well. It just seemed a bit cheap. It seemed like unless you did it perfect, I don't know how you're meant to do it, but I guess you gotta like do it. No, well, I would have been hit then. So yeah. But anyway, we'll go on to my one and I'll show you how I've changed it. I tried to make it look more visually appealing as well, which was difficult because obviously the block limit is always a problem. Right. I'm gonna have a really difficult time remembering what's different from yours. So I'll just go through it. So basically, what I've done here. Now, I probably could have changed this to something else. Like maybe a one-up was better in there. But the idea was to get people to want to get that. It's to train people to do this. So if someone didn't know to do that, they'll know something's obviously going on here. They'll probably press loads of buttons, and hopefully one of them's that, and it'll just. And obviously they got to do it to get in here. So. And one thing you'll notice that's different to yours is the way you kept bringing the player back to that one area. I've just completely gotten rid of that idea, and I've made it much more linear. So you're always directing the player through the level rather than chucking him back at the start and then letting him figure out where to go next. Now you may not agree with that, and that's fine. It's again that's more just the way I would design it. I'm not keen on putting people back at the start when, especially because they that's how some people will get lost and stuck, and then of course they get frustrated. So anyway, this if you remember was the Magi Cooper section, and because I've made it a theme, and I've kept like a couple of enemies, so I've got rid of the Magi Coopers, and in this one I've made it about invisible blocks, and so that's obviously the obvious one. And as you can see, the tracks also show. So you've got coins and tracks, just in case you get the coins. Now, you could put some enemies in here. I haven't, because I just really wanted to show you what I did with the tracks and coins. Because it was a. And go up here. So now one of the enemies I've got is these fire things, and it's also Fromps. And if I remember right, it was just other than the Bowser boss fight, it's mainly just them, as you can see. So I've gone with a Fromp and fire theme. So here, obviously you got your. So we've already trained the player to do the spin thing. So now it comes into play, and there's a bit more danger. And if you do get hit, obviously you can't proceed, so you have to go back and get another mushroom. But you could obviously. Yes, I just did that. God, that's annoying. That is. I had to do. I might. Yeah, that doesn't seem very ideal. Maybe like if I put like a block here or something to stop me from going into the fire. But I don't know how I'd work that. Yeah. So let's just screw it. We're going through. Alright, so we're now at the flying section you had. And this is a little different. So what I've done is this. You go up here, Then using the invisible block thing, what we did earlier, from up here, then we have a P-switch. Float down here. And then most players do this. They're going to do this, knowing that they've got to do it again. Oh dear. So obviously, the trick is to hit that, and then go to the next section. That's how I did the fighting bit. Obviously a lot more easier than your version is. And I don't know, I like it. I like it. I think it's the best way I could teach a person to at least beginning to fly, you know. And obviously the P switch section, a little bit of a puzzle. I also use again the invisible block thing, you know, keeping with that theme of invisible blocks. Notice again the fire. Again, that's a theme. So now we're here. So again, Fromp is the enemy I went with. So again, with the invisible blocks, I've used the coins again as guidance. And the idea is you do this. It's not as easy as I'm making it look, is it? Because obviously, yeah, there we go. Now I kept this one somewhat similar to what you had. I mean, you had the ice, you had the Fromps. Now I've done that just to show you what happens, and what we'll see. So this one's about avoiding the Fromps and avoiding falling down. Whereas I think you had saws in this last time. But obviously I've gotten rid of the saws. Oh god. Alright. It's actually quite difficult to do that. Now, as you can see, almost an off-screen Fromp, but it isn't. Just visible up there. That's how I've done Yoshi. So the idea is he comes down here. You see Yoshi there. Just to make it obvious as Yoshi come out. You'll notice he doesn't die. He's just, you know, so that it means you're going to get Yoshi, and he always continues to come out. So I suppose you could kill him and then have Yoshi continually come out of the pipe, but I don't know. I don't know why I didn't do that really. Then this next one, again, keeping with the theme, which is Fromps, and also the puzzle theme. I've now made like another little puzzle thing where you go on top of the And this also teaches players that you can go on top of the Fromps by just forcing them on there. Which here they have to sort of work this out. So you got this here. Now you could just run through and get hit, or learning what we just learned, do that. And now we're at my makeshift boss battle door, which I don't know. I had fun with it. This is somewhat similar to what you had, really. Let's be honest. It's pretty similar. You got your fire flowers. The only different, I think you had a big Bowser, so I've got a small one. I forgot. I didn't realise you had a big Bowser. Otherwise I'd have kept it. I mean, I think the small one suits it better. I don't know. But I've gotten rid of one of the smaller guys because it, you know, when they both get involved, it can get quite chaotic with all the fire. It's a bit more manageable this way. So now you got this, and then we're at the end. Like I say, I have made a lot of changes to the puzzle. So like I say, the puzzles in yours weren't bad. It's like there's a lot of decent, really good ideas there. It's just that they didn't go together well. There wasn't a theme. So I just so this is my way of showing you what, you know, how to do a theme sort of thing. Like you can do, you know, it's like a lot of the puzzles are Fromp based. Some of them are with fire, and that's it. You know, it's just variations of that on that theme. One thing I will mention is on your version, I don't know if it was intentional. I don't think it was, but you noticed how Bowser's fire kept interfering with the gameplay. Just to avoid that, just do that. You had so much space here. Just put him right at the end. If it's a little closer, try and make it so that you can put him up here or something, you know, above the gameplay, and then it wouldn't get involved. But if you put it, you know, it's only when it's close to where the player is that the fire will start to come down. So put him as far away as you can, and then that will interfere with the rest of the level. and then a lot of the other stuff is just. Another thing I've done is you notice I've done all this wall to avoid it. I think a lot of your, if I remember correctly, it was like rooms like yes. Oh well. You basically had like one row of blocks like for the rooms. And you can like see into other rooms and all sorts. I've tried to make to get rid of that. Try and make it so you can just see your room. You know, like in the other section. Do you know what I mean? So I've got all these thick walls. So each room's just that one room. Then you've got the ice section. I have got rid of. I got rid of the bob-omb section you had. Just because it was good. It was just I didn't need it. Yeah, if I had that, it would have stood out a bit oddly. You know, with all the fonts and that. So I guess that's my point in this edit is just to try and stick to that a current theme and then if you've got other ideas, keep them and then use them on another level. Make another level around that idea. You know, like do different things with it. So yeah, I think I'm done. So one quick look, just to make sure. I've used like background elements for like the just a bit more visual flair. Here I've used single ones and put them next to each other to give it a kind of a unique look. Oh yeah, and that's basically a light I've attempted to make, like a bulb or something. It's really cool doing that for like lamps and like chandeliers and things like that. You know, you can really, it kind of does look like a, if Bowser was going to have a light, it'd be a fireball, wouldn't it? You know, in a bulb. So, so anyway, I mean, the other thing you'll notice is that I don't have like a central area where I keep putting players back. I've made it so it is a linear level. Again, that's my personal design. That's what I like doing. So you may not agree with that. I mean, that's fine. If you know, it's possible to do the other way, and you know, that's more of a preference for me. It's my design preference. So anyway, that's really it. I don't know what else to say. We'll come out and we'll show the ID. Yeah, I mean, I do recommend having a go at the original for anyone interested. There's a lot of good, cool stuff in there. I hope it doesn't come off as me saying it's bad by changing everything like I have, or like a lot of it. It's not. Trust me. The reason I did that edit was just to try and show you what having a constant theme throughout your level can be like. I really do think it really adds to a level. You know, like next time you have a level based around bob-ombs and puzzles around bob-ombs. Go with it. That's what the theme would be. Um, anyway, yep, that's it for this one. I don't want to go on and on about nothing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it and look out for the next one.